All right, what's going on there, boys and girls? Hopefully, okay, microphone's on this time. We didn't check that up, so we're good to go. Happy Tuesday. I remember the day of the week also. That's a big plus. We're already progress from last week. Not as much of a disaster. Hope everybody had a good week. You guys know the panel, Mr. Up and Adam. Sir, how are we today?
Doing good. Excited for like football this week, man. Like it's finally something to like look forward to on a weekly basis. I know that sounds like grim or stuff, but like, man, I love watching football, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Same. How many fantasy leagues are you in?
Just one. I try not to go into fantasy because I never set my lineups, and I'm so busy with other stuff. So I just love watching football. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. I'm doing best ball leagues this year, so I don't have to set the lineup.
Okay.
I just do it, and then I'm out, and then I don't want to worry about it because I'm the same way by weeks. And not even me. It's like
In general.
other people. You know what I mean? Like I hate when you're invested in a league, and then like by week 5, like there's 3 of us. Like I hate it here.
Exactly.
It's miserable. Joe, sir, how has your week been, and how many fantasy leagues are you in right now?
I am in 2. I was in like 4 or 5 last year. I had like a sub league. I had way too many leagues. And like this year, I'm just narrowing it down to 2. Focus on it. And I only focused on like those main 2 leagues last year. So I'm in 2 this year. And we're ready to go. Excited for football back Thursday out with the Chiefs. So
Yeah, feels good. Feels like it's been a long off season, right? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been grueling. All right. Speaking of your fantasy teams, real quick, let's dive into that. Before we get into all the market stuff, we have an hour. But then we got to dip out for MCS. Everybody go get their drops.
Totally.
Well, any like good steals on your draft board so far? Like, who did you get late? You're like, yo, we're dumb. Like, I stole this one away.
I like Javonte. Oh, you go, Adam. You go.
Sorry, I was gonna say we haven't drafted yet.
Okay.
We're drafting later tonight. So yeah, I don't even know what pick I have yet. So I gotta go look into that.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead, Joe.
My guys, I love Javonte Williams from the Broncos, and I'm a Chiefs fan saying Broncos player, but Javonte Williams, I think, is the guy in Denver, and he was a little banged up the past few years, and I like him in the Sean Payton offense. You could draft him like round 8, 9, very, very late. And then I would probably say, I really like Alvin Kamara late too. I think Derek Carr is he loves checking down to his running backs. He's suspended for the first 4 games, but I love me some suspended players in fantasy. I love getting the discounts every year. It's my favorite thing to do. Drafted DeAndre Hopkins in like every league last year.
Right.
And drafted Chris Godwin in every league last year because he was hurt for like the first few games. I love my discounts, man, with players. So.
He can't go anywhere without going, who's the cheapest? That's the guy.
So it's like I got a discount, bro. I see a buy low, sell high. Like I'm going after them every time.
He's the only guy I know investing in fantasy players, like not just that, anywhere it goes. Like that one's a good investment. In 8 weeks, y'all like this one. Smart. I like that though. Good stuff. I did one so far. I have another one tonight at 7:30, and I was on stream and I auto drafted half the team, but I did get Mahomes, which makes me sick to my stomach. Sorry, Joe, but like, it's just to the playoffs. He could be great into the playoffs, and then just please be terrible. That's all I need.
I don't know.
For one of my leagues, I was pretty much scheduled. It was a super flex. I was like scheduled to take Josh Allen. Like I traded the pick. I'm like, I'm not rolling with Josh Allen. Traded down. I'm like, I can't. I can't.
Right.
Do it.
It's tough. Right. It's tough. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Then you got to root for them when you're watching the game. You don't want
I have no. I have a lot of. I have some Chargers. I have no Bills though. No Bills. I have Jamar Chase in the Bengals, but I have no Bills.
Right on. I think the only Jet that I have is Sauce Gardner, and I don't think I have any Dolphins. These IDP leagues get deep. I got a couple of Jets players. Their defense is good, man. Both of them had good defenses. All right, cool. That's cool. All right, so first off tonight, MCS stuff going down in just a little bit less than an hour. Let's talk picks over there real quick. I think everyone's on board with the game to watch today is W and Henry, correct? Which way are we leaning here, boys?
Oh man, I think I want W to win, don't get me wrong, but we've seen what Henry has done in like how many years now. It's just been domination like year after year. I know he lost last year, but like, man, he's so good.
Yeah.
So I have W winning though.
I think W, if he was playing, I think W, I would say like my top 4, my matchups are kind of like a little bit, the 2 best matchups in my opinion, like the top 4 players I have coming into this tournament, Dez, Henry, K-Mac W. Those are like my top 4 players, and of course they both play each other in the first round. So I think W would have won a lot of other matchups, but Henry is just Henry. And then Dez is Dez. So,
right.
But yeah, Henry W. That is going to be. I think a lot of people are just kind of writing W off. Hasn't been back in a little bit old. W is very, very good at this game. His defense. He has one of the best defenses right now. It's literally called the W loop. If you've been like paying attention to the meta, he has his own. Like he has one of the best defenses in this tournament. It's just he happens to go up against Henry, but it actually might be a good thing. I think W might play up to Henry. I think it's be a lot closer than people think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if he can win that first game, I think he has a deep run.
Oh yeah, I think if he wins, he makes it because he won't have to face Dez or came back to the finals. So I think if he wins the first game, he makes it to the finals.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's I think what helps him. I don't know what helps him, but just his game style with this Madden being more of a blend between current gen and old gen, right? So like this, it feels a lot more like old Madden. That's when W was really, really good, right? Not saying he hasn't been good the last few years, but that was his really prime, right? So it's definitely, I think, the gameplay. I mean, just like anybody, but the other guys too have been there year after year after year. So it's not like they're slugs either, right? Everyone that's up there today is really good at this game. So this is going to be interesting. But man, it would just be cool to see W win, right? To see like. He's 3 years younger than me, so it's hard to call him the old guy. But the old guy on the stage, like I'm excited to see him up there, right? It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we haven't seen that in a while, right?
And live back in studio, like this is gonna be great.
This is awesome. I have one bone to pick. Is that the live events now after this are only 4 people.
Yeah, why? I was about to mention that. I was like, why is it going down to 4?
For the next 4, I think it's 4 people, and then for the Madden Bowl it goes back to 8, or I think it might even actually be 12.
Right.
But yeah, that's something that sucks. Like this is the most stacked live we've had. Like in terms of just big names, like K-Mac, you have K-Mac and W2, really like the biggest, you would say, content creators. You would say, in the tournament, and you get the two probably just like ranked players in Henry and Dez. Yeah, it's a stacked tournament. This is probably the best case scenario for like competitive Madden.
Yeah, have we even seen this many people stream their games this last this tournament that we've just had? I don't think we've ever had this many people like streaming their games.
Right.
Yeah. There was only I think there was only 2 games. I think Dreeny and Gab didn't stream, or Dreeny, Gab, the King did not stream their games, but all the other 5 did, which was good.
Amazing. Right. Like, that's how you grow the sport. I love it.
Yeah. No, it's been really good for it. Speaking of competitiveness and content creators, we have a quick shout out to Joker Kale. What is he at? Like last I saw was 72 game win streak.
Guys,
he's a monster, right?
No money spent. Too.
I mean, you win known. 70 trophy packs. You don't have to spend a dime on this game.
He's up there
wild.
with me.
That's wild.
Account value. He's at 20. He's about to be at 20 mil.
That's wild.
He has to be.
Mainly, he does market work too, but he's like really. I mean, dude,
he's locked in right now. Yeah.
You can win so much, man. It's like you make $400K a season if you win a Super Bowl legend.
I mentioned that on stream this morning. I was like, dude, if I can just like win a Super Bowl, like a few Super Bowls here and there, my coin stack would just be way better than it is now.
Right. Yeah.
If I could just win a couple.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, my coin stack definitely a little bit. We went. I think Sunday. I assume we won 3 bowls, 3 seasons. Made a quick probably nil in 4 hours.
Nice.
Dude. Gosh, like that's amazing though, right? It's nice to be rewarded if you're good at the game.
The only problem is it's probably like we probably only got like a few weeks to a month left before the value of cards are really because
they don't keep up, and that's a problem, right? They don't keep up. The rewards don't keep up with what you do. So
you pull an 82, it's 30K, and 83 is 40K, 84 is 90K. Like you make so much from just pulling these low mid overalls. It's the best.
And that kind of leads into like this whole year where rewards just seem better, right? So like this is the first time in a long time that like the better you are at the game, the better you're getting. Especially right now, at least when prices are high. We'll see how that feels. We'll see how these trophy packs feel in 2 months when we have 89s out the board and 82s are 8,000 and 84s are 15,000. Then it might be a little bit steeper, but maybe they track up with it. You know what I mean?
That legend reward from the Compass, man. I was seeing that spit out like 80. It says 87,
non-stop.
But it was spitting. I have yet to get it. I'm planning on getting it this weekend. I'm planning on getting it this Saturday and hoping and pull.
No,
one of the
I think
new
it's
ones.
supposed to. They changed it to read.
Okay.
Yeah, they changed it to read 87 plus.
Okay. Oh, did they? No, I
Yeah.
think it just says 87.
Oh no, yeah,
though,
they
doesn't
took it down. I think the description said 87
like a
plus.
new-
Something had
there's-
happened with it.
Okay. I
It's
think
a
it's a new
new
picture.
art, I
That's all
think,
I
on the
saw. But it
package.
says 80. It says, okay, fair enough. As long as, hey, I'm good with it keeping up. Like if you, and I think that should be like that's good because like if people get the game late and they're grinding, let's not give them a card that's we got in the first week of Madden. Let's get them up to speed, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I like that.
I love that.
Yeah, DG to Sexy put a really good point in the chat. Rewards are better if you play head to head. If you're an offline player, there's still literally nothing for you to do in this game.
Yeah, it's just weird because there's a huge offline. We always talk about like the offline player base is more, it's bigger than the online player base.
Right. And they're
They just don't seem to
largely
cater to it
neglected
at all.
still. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I don't know. Something has to change there. I mean, it took what 3 years to get franchise kind of moving in the right direction. I feel like the offline MUT players are going to have to band together and start, pitchforks and torches here shortly to get something moving because it's an all online game this year. MUT is all. I've been playing MUT champs every day and I hate it. I don't hate it, but you know what I mean. Like I hate that that's what I have to do. I hate that I don't. Like, you know what I mean. That's
I haven't really
been,
like I've been playing mud champs, but like honestly, I'd rather just be in seasons at this point. I'd rather get the rewards.
I've been really.
I think I'm gonna switch over. Yeah, like it's the rewards for seasons are better than mud champs. Like I'm playing these mud champs games for one player or one pack. You know what I mean?
I feel like if you're not in the first 1,000 for Pickens or Terrell, it's not really worth it. Like I'm level 20. Like I'm level 20 right now. I still have got AJ Terrell. I'm getting the legend pack again this weekend and. Again, I've been like only playing seasons, and I feel like I've made.
I think that's the move, especially early on when the rewards are good.
Yes, maybe that is the move for at least the next month anyway. Maybe stop worrying about the comp pass stuff. Stop doing mud champs. Just go into head-to-head seasons, especially on Friday and Saturday when everybody's doing mud champs. Let the sweats go sweat, and I'll be over playing with the nerds. I do wish that all Madden seasons though had you don't get anything out of that, right? Like is there touchdown or packs and all Madden? It's the same. Okay.
Thing.
I don't know
why. Exact same thing.
Okay.
There's just no leaderboard. That's the only like negative to it.
Okay. Well, that's better. Then nobody knows how bad I am. I've won 1 million games. Eat that, nerds. Y'all can't prove me wrong. Get off me. Yeah, that's my record so bad. I only play on all Madden. Take that. All right. So new pack in the store this week. Not really new. We saw it previously before, briefly, but the training shuffle pack is back. Do we like this?
Even roll that?
Or do we like that or the mystery pack?
Man, I all I'm gonna say about that is like the mystery pack. I feel like I'm not touching it because of the price.
Yeah,
I feel like it was fine before they raised it.
Yeah,
it was manageable. Like it was just it was good. Like the price was. It still was probably like a net loss, but it was good enough to open. And now it's like you're paying actually double the price for the pack. So I don't know why anybody would touch it. But it's still I wouldn't really say it's better than the train shuffle. Train shuffle's just boring, like
it's not football. It's literally going to a casino.
It is a slot machine. Yeah, it is a slot machine. I did hit on it early. I did plus up on it. I think at the end of the day I'll end up with like 1,500 extra after I got 105 times in a row. I don't know how many times I hit 400 over and over and over again just to win a nickel, right? And that was driving me crazy. And then finally hit the 3,000, then I quit. The other pack, it's almost 600 training, right? So it's like 70,000 coins to roll it. So for most of the packs, it's the same price. For some of like the legend pack, it's still a little bit cheaper. But those packs are hot garbage anyway. So I would not advise.
I will say,
training.
One thing with the mystery pack that was huge last week. Shout out Jack B again, the mystery pack guy that opens it a ton. So he opened his mystery packs before, right, when the price was still 280 or whatever it was. Okay. And the packs did update in odds once the mystery pack refreshed in price.
Oh, right.
So he made a ton. He pulled like multiple 86s, multiple 85s in his huge pack opening it on Thursday. So something going into the next overall change. It is the prices, of course, would have to come down, but stocking up on mystery packs in the week leading up and just keeping the packs in your unopened packs and then open them once the odds boost hit. The packs did update with odds, and he said it was very, very good.
That could be a mega investment point when we get 89s. If you roll in with 100 of those packs, right, of any variety, right? So you take 100 and go into it. Yes, prices will come down when we get higher overalls, but that pack's also going to go more expensive
Mhm.
So you're still going to get them at the cheaper rate. There'll probably
And
be like
especially,
what 800 training next time, 900,
You just won't
1,000.
get
Who
the
knows?
newest. You just won't get the newest
especially if you
packs that
open
they
up
add to it.
early.
Right? Yeah,
Just the
yeah.
odd
The
thing.
pack changes, but you'll still get your legend ones. You'll still
Still
get
get your
your
yeah,
elite ones.
exactly.
Those
Mhm.
playmaker packs, like all those odds will continuously get
Totally.
better.
Totally. Yep.
That is kind. Ooh, man. Ooh.
Something
Well
to think
done.
about.
Nice. I like that. Okay, I'm a fan of that.
Do you think they're gonna only update those on overall boosts?
They have to, right?
Yeah, that's been most odds boost. They've been very consistent with that. It used to be inconsistent in the years past. They would do it in random times, like it'd be like seasonal changes or something. But now that we get the overall boost, pretty much every 3-4 weeks. It's right when they do the overall. And they kind of have to do the overall boost because they're like just the overalls you pull in the promo packs change completely. So
right.
just yeah, makes sense.
No.
It's easy for them.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that.
Tomorrow we have Team of the Week kicking off. We
yeah,
should get the info tonight on the MCS stream.
No, we aren't. It's tomorrow morning. Here's Good Morning Madden stream. There's 2 streams tomorrow. There's a Good Morning Madden stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
Team of the Week, and
They'll
there's
probably reveal one
Kickoff in
or
the
two
afternoon.
tonight, right? I assume.
I would hope, right? I would think. My thought process was they would reveal some of the team weeks tonight. Tomorrow morning they would go over the program for
hopefully
Ultimate
they do
Kickoff
tonight.
and then give us like the champions tomorrow night or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was weird that they were doing it. They're doing 2 technically streams, like Good Morning Madden on the 6th,
Yeah.
and then also the Ultimate Kickoff on the 6th. I would assume they would have done like a Team of the Week reveals tonight.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, they'll probably give us they have to give us like a teaser or something, whatever the champions
Maybe
are.
an
or
LTD.
something.
Oh, an LTD.
Yeah, do the
Nice.
full promo.
Give me an LTD for Team of the Week.
On the Team of the Week stuff, were we able to use any of the preseason Team of the Week into the Week 1 Team of the Week?
Yes.
Last year?
Yeah.
We could. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay.
Yeah,
Good to know.
The first like
maybe
3
perhaps-
weeks are all like tied together.
Wait.
Was
Oh,
it?
I think there was an overall boost there.
Was it? I think there. I don't. It's not on my list. I don't have the Team of the Week stuff on my spreadsheet here, so I can't even like refer back to it.
I don't think so. I
couldn't use them into like the newer sets, right? Is that what we're saying?
No, because the 87s last year they were cheap for the preseason. They were like 67. I don't think we were
No,
allowed.
we got
I don't think we were
preseason. People
allowed
were saying
to.
we got preseason on the Ultimate Kickoff day, or like the same week as.
No, it
Ultimate
was the
Kickoff.
same. It was the same thing. We got preseason the week we got Ultimate Kickoff, but
Yeah.
I don't think there wasn't an overall boost. It was literally we were in
No
the exact same structures last year, overalls and
Right,
everything.
right.
Like
Okay.
Campus
Using
Hero
them
was the
week 1.
overall boost.
Yeah.
I don't think we were allowed to use them in week 1.
Okay.
You could have used like there was smaller pieces you could use in like the exchange sets. I think it was like you could have used the 82s,
Yes.
83s, and like an 85 exchange.
Okay.
But that was it. You couldn't use like the heroes of
Good to know.
preseason in the hero for like the week 1 champion sets.
Gotcha. Okay.
Even though they were the same overall, you weren't allowed to. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Good to
Okay.
know.
So
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
Right, and that's what I wanted to ask about this program coming up. Do we think it's going to be the same? So this isn't. It seems like for the big programs, it's any player, right? Any player goes into the set. Team of the Week, I imagine we're all assuming it's going to be Team of the Week specific. Only players will go into it.
I mean, hey, fingers crossed. It's not, but I think it.
Right.
Actually, I kind of
hope it is. I kind of hope it is.
So yeah, because I like buying the individual Team of the Week pieces.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think that the sets will require week by week? So like week 1 players will go into week 1, week 2 will go into week 2, like we had last year, or would it be?
They have to do that,
right?
Just like the AKAs. Well, I mean, the AKAs require any, but you still need that individual.
One individual one,
set player.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll probably be individual weeks. We've had that forever for Team of the Week, and that is how they sell their packs.
Okay, so what's the move for the preseason one? So come tomorrow, are you going to invest in some of these guys to then build the players later on? Because that was, I know for Joe specifically, that was one of your big moves last year, right? Was to load up on Tuesday. It was last year was Tuesday, and then wait until like Thursday when the packs were gone, and then the cards went up, 40%.
Well, I mean, for this week, first off, I don't really have a lot of coins. We'll get into it. I'm invested in something else currently going into later of the week. But I usually use week 1 as a trial run. I'm just looking at the market and seeing how the prices react. I never want to go really into anything. I just want to see how the market reacts. I'll be looking at the prices every single hour, seeing when's the cheapest to buy, and then of course in the days leading or days after this, I'll be looking at their prices and see if they were. Preseason Team of the Week last year was actually like decent. You were able to buy them. I remember at around 60K like the Tuesday night, and they went up to like 75, 80K later on in the week. And I'm assuming it's gonna be the same thing. But I don't even have the coins to do it this week.
Right,
the only way I invest in it is if the 85 overalls are like the cheapest at 85 overall. But I don't expect that to be the case.
Yeah.
Kind of like how AKA prices were. They were like 100K. That's Devontae Smith and Lawrence Taylor.
They've come down though a bit today.
Probably where I think the team of the week cards will be.
Right.
I found a few 85 AKA cards for like under 80 today, which I was like, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
I didn't think they were going to go that much.
I looked at that filter the last day because I just assumed they'd be expensive.
Yeah, no, they crashed right out. And that's been a trend all year. Like every set piece has been like market value after like a day. Minus the first week of Legends. Those ones stayed up. The 84 Legends stayed up for a long time, and then now they've tanked out. I hate even bringing up this topic, but we have to talk about it because I get asked it a lot. I'm sure you guys get asked about it a lot. Team Diamonds, always a big question mark, right? It used to be like a day one launch program. Now it's who knows?
No,
it's always a thing. We just don't know when. Are you guys specifically for low elites like fullbacks and guys that don't have a lot on a certain team? Defensive tackles are hard to come by, and like your high golds. Are you holding some of these guys? Are you unloading them when you see them spike up? What are you doing?
Well, last year I know it got delayed last year because of the hurricane and rightfully so and stuff like that. But a lot of the set was like so random, right? Like some of them were like specific cards, some of them were like a range of just like any commander player or any specific like team player, and now so it was like half and half. So it's like you didn't even know which card you actually needed. So that's like where I don't want to overpay for anything either, right? So if I have stuff in my binder, I'm just kind of like leaving my gold in my binder right now that unless they're like trading purposes, I'm not really, or the only time I'm selling a card in my binder that's the gold right now is if it's going for way like a stupid price. So that's all I'm looking for right now.
The problem is like the entire low end market minus 80/81s is inflated. Like 82s, 83s, 84s are all super, super expensive. And it's not even like the 80/81s are ones that drastically go up during Team Diamonds. It's always like the weird golds, the close the campus year and the ultimate kickoff guys last year. The team builder cards went up in price. So I feel like we're still a little bit too far out for Team. I feel like we're still a few weeks away. I think my plan, I am kind of like banking on it. I'm hoping we get another overall change before Team Diamonds. And then once we get that, then I can comfortably like start stacking low elites and such. Cause you never want to just like be the overall change really is a big deal. Cause like the whole market typically now this one was a little bit weird because 84 overalls were required for sets. So that kind of threw the whole market in a loop. Now 82 overalls have to be 20K because you can build 80/45s. Exactly. So the whole market's kind of like messed up with the 84s being super, super expensive. But I never want to like be buying like 80 overalls even for 10K because if the overall boost comes in 2-3 weeks, which it will, we don't get Team Diamonds and like those please 7-8K. So I'm kind of just like holding out right now, I guess you could say, for Team Diamond investing.
Right.
So
I could see Team Diamonds coming out in a month when the season clicks over and we get the overall boost. I think that's when it's going to happen. I think season 2, I'm just kind of hoping like day 1 of season 2, there's finally a bunch of stuff like, at kickoff, you know what I mean? Like they hit the button and bam, we're loaded up. Which will hopefully be like another like evening push over. Like I kind of liked the, their own like push the button stream, right? Get on, tell us all about season 2. And by the way, it's live at 8 p.m.
Minus the 2-hour delay.
Minus the well, that was servers that went down.
I know.
But it could happen again, right? Tough stuff. All right, so targets for this week and stuff you're investing on. Joe already hinted at it. Why don't you lead us off on this one?
I mean, it's really the battle. It's which team are you? Are you Team 84s for the Ultimate Kickoff promo, or are you Team 85s? I'm split, but I'm more leaning on the 85s because of the price. I think I'll still stand by this, man. The 84s going into the 88s and only requiring 5 of them makes no sense to me. Because like we look at the legend sets, they require 85s. We look at AKAs, they require 85s. I'm sure Team of the Weeks tomorrow, they'll require 85s. So like, why did the Campus Hero sets require 84s? And I think it's more just the economist is trying to keep us a little bit on our toes a little bit.
Yeah.
So going into Ultimate Kickoff, again, it's really, are you Team 84, Team 85? And to me, the 85s, I don't think there's more. I think 84s are still more likely to be required, but the 85s at their price makes more sense because you can buy them in the low 80s, and low 80s for 85 overalls right now is one of the cheapest trainings at a high overall. So there's like multiple things holding up the price of 85s, whereas 85s are not involved whatsoever. They aren't really going to tank. Like they're still going to be the cheapest training. We're still going to get a reroll on Thursday, 100%. Hopefully we get that champion reroll we got with Campus Heroes.
Yeah.
That was an awesome pack. I pulled 2
Right.
LTDs.
Same.
I think 50% of people pulled 2 LTDs, and they were an awesome pack, and you really didn't lose
pulled one,
anything.
and I was happy.
Yeah, like they were
still
really,
been
really good. So I
profited.
hope we get those again on Thursday. So, and then of course 85s, if they do require, and it's like an 85, 86 requirement, those things will go up to 110, 115, 120. They just will. Whereas 84 overalls, which I like, I've been buying my 84 overalls like 65K around there, my 85 overalls in the low 80s.
Yeah.
84 overalls, if they're like not required, I definitely could see them go down from like that 80K, 85K unfiltered down to 70, 65. Because that's what they should be. They should be like 55, 60, 65K, 85 overalls, 80, 85, 90K. So I like 85s because if the investment does not hit, it fails. I'm not worried about losing anything. And that's why that's what I always look for in an investment. If I'm investing in something big, does it have high upside with little to no risk? And that's what I see in 85s. So I'm team 85, but I have I think 185s and like 30 84s. So I'm invested in both, but I'm team 85. So.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Joe. Like I pretty much like was high on the 85, so I have way more 85s than I do 84s. And I took what you were doing last year. I kind of like stole it and made it my own this year, and just like kind of just been selling my 85s as well right now. Just listening to like 100K overnight, and honestly, I wake up, a few sell, and I was like, all right.
So it's the secret, man, for investing, man.
So I use
there's the overlisting price, but you overlist the overlisting price.
Yeah.
And you'll get like
you
list 20 cards an hour, you'll get like 3 or 4 sales. With those 3 or 4 sales, you're making 10K per card, and it's just something you can do while your cards are sitting in your binder collecting dust that are sitting there. You might as well if you have the time. Now, this is where the companion app would really help.
I know.
Yeah, you just list them, and if I had my cards are actually, I need to check, they've expired like 10 minutes ago. I'm sure I'll have 2 to 3 sales, and it's just something you could do while you're sitting around instead of it just being like buy cards, wait a week, hope they sell. It's like you can go and actively make a few 100K per day just by getting involved and listing your cards up. So
right.
Yeah. So I honestly, the more and more I do it, the more I'm like, damn, I should really be doing this so much more because
I never did that last year. Last year and the year before, I would just invest and just hold until I want to.
I didn't do it in 22. I didn't do it in 22 at all. And I started doing it last year.
You put me on that last year, and I just been doing it constantly this year. So
really good.
Yeah, it's always a nice surprise. You always get in and be like, what the hell did I sell for 110K? I'm like, oh, dang, that actually sold.
Cool.
I bought him for 65. Way to go, idiots.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, no,
I'm in the same boat, man. 85 was my high thing just because, like you said, like training, it's a good training value right now. If that pack comes out, that training pack with those LTDs in it, that's going to help because I'm going to open those for sure.
Right.
And then, like, it just, like, there's less chance of me like losing my entire coin stack there.
Yeah, that's
the 84s.
That's
they could. I still don't think 84. I think 84s are going to be needed. I don't think they're going to change it.
I think it's going to be 84. But hey, 84, 85s at that, they all went up to 95 and 100K last time. So it's not like
that's profit.
You're still going to make a little bit. It's just I see the high upside with 85s, and it makes sense, man.
Right.
I can see the the 84s are the easy investment this week. I think I'm zoomed out or out of focus.
I'm right there with you.
84 overalls are like that's the investment. It's like, oh, we just 84s went from 60K to 100K last week. Why am I not buying them at 70K? They're gonna go back up to 100K this week, and the economist goes, hey, not so fast.
right.
I'm like, hey, we're one step ahead this
still
time.
worries me, man. That worries me that they for some reason just be like, hey, just joking, you can't use any card. You have to use specific ultimate kickoff cards. And we're like,
let's not quit it.
I know it shouldn't happen, but
it's one of these times we're gonna be investing.
We're gonna get left holding the bag at some point. I just don't know when it is gonna be.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm a little bit worried with 84s. They're so expensive.
Right, they're at 115 per right now in training value. That's absurd. They're the highest on the market.
Yeah.
They're way overvalued. I agree. Like I looked at them the other day, and the brand new 88 Campus Hero guys are at 300,000 all day. Right. That should. I mean, if they're like on par with value, they should be 60,000. Right. They're literally They're 30,000 coins overvalued right now. So I mean, they have coming down a lot, right? You can catch them in the high 70s a lot. Even that, I still think they're still 10 points too high. They should be, mid 60s. 'Cause the set would typically be like, right on par or even a little bit more expensive than just buying the card outright. Um, so I think it has to correct soon, and I think you're right. If they make the 85s only into the next set, not only does that make 85s absolutely skyrocket, it brings the 84s down to probably 75 where they should be. So I haven't bought any yet. I've been waiting for.
You can still. This is a great time.
I know, that's why I figured with
Yep.
Team of the Week coming out tomorrow, because those are going to be player specific ones. Everyone's going to discard and forget about all the other 85s. And then I'll be swapping over and buying a bunch tonight and tomorrow for those. And then sitting on them.
Next 2 days should be a really, really good time to pick up 85s and 84s.
Yeah. Even more so like Thursday. If the program doesn't come out till Friday, but I think it'll be Thursday because that is when the first kickoff game is. But Friday would be even better because I think the market would just be abysmal come Thursday afternoon. I like it though.
Totally. That's where my mind's at. Like I think I'm glad Joe kind of like been like, yeah, that's where I'm going with it. And like I didn't know you had that many 85s. I know I popped in your stream last night asking.
I didn't realize how many.
You got quite a bit. Okay, I'm on the right track.
Right.
Right.
I got a good amount. I kind of just, I mean, dude, the thing is like I've been able to like sell a good amount of them for 105s. It's
I know.
Buying them for 80, like I just can't. Like it's just.
Why not?
Just
right.
Easy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Right. Real quick side note, I know a lot of people in the chat have been asking about the MCS stream. It starts at 6:30 on the EA Madden NFL channel. Make sure you guys are on there. Prodigy just dropped the link to the automatic Twitch Chrome extension. Make sure you guys have that installed on your PC on Chrome. It'll automatically claim your drops for you. So if you happen to step away and you don't claim your drops, you will still get them. You do not want to miss out on this Micah Parsons.
Definitely.
Speaking of Parsons, damn, this card looks good.
Dude.
The free stuff, the free cars we're getting in this game this year are. I know you say you don't have AJ Terrell yet, but he's been a stud for me. Parsons is wild. I think it's okay. We hated this guy last year, right? The Economist was a jerk every day last year. Every day I wake up mad at this guy. This year I'm like, okay. Sets and overalls for the most part seem to match up, right? I'm not paying 5 million coins for any legends anymore. Legends are 300K 2 days after they come out, right where they should be, right? The highest overall brand new cards are 300,000. Like you said, if you're winning head-to-head games, you're making that from one Super Bowl run. Go out, play one Super Bowl, bam, you can now go buy the best player on the market. Mind-blowing, right? Things are lined up pretty well. And I think part of that is some of these rewards coming out being very, very good. That's keeping guys like Bruce Smith and LT very, very affordable, knowing, ooh, I don't have to buy him today. I have Parsons coming in 2 days. Or if people get him, they can feel okay selling him, knowing that by tomorrow night, everyone's going to have Parsons on their team. So, I mean, how sustainable is this? Can we just, I have to, I don't want to ask this, like, I don't want to, right? Like, this is real. It's almost like too good to come true. Do we think that the best new cards in the game on day one are 600K and then 2 days later are like 400 throughout the year? Like when we go to 89s, we get the same kind of spread.
Here's the thing: why change something when it's working? I know it's working in a sense that they're probably still selling bundles, right? They're still
absolutely. The store offers are amazing. Everyone's buying them,
right? People are even buying it. Like I've gotten tempted to buy some of the special offers now, like those 2,800 point ones with like. Well, that Campus Hero pack, or not Campus Hero, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it was Campus Hero, aka. Like, that keeping the market down and having no. I think the only thing that will drive the prices back up is if they give you BND players back.
Yeah, I don't want that now. Now I don't want that. I know that sounds terrible, but I don't want it back. It's keeping prices down, and I love where things are at now.
I feel like that's the only way that the prices go back up in terms of like there's no because like I don't think they're going to change the way they roll the bundles. I think the bundles and stuff like that will stay. You still get your your champion pack out of it, and yeah, I think the only thing that's going to drive it back up is if they bring back the BND rewards.
Right.
Yeah. The bundle toppers I think I think this is I remember a year where the bundle toppers have had so much of an impact on the high-end market. Like what they drop really dictates the price, especially on Legends. I mean, the Warren Moon weekend when they dropped, they had the no 85 plus. It was just an 80 88 or it was an 87, I think it was, or it was because there's still only 87. So it was an 87 plus topper, but no 85 plus topper. You then notice the 85, the 80 or 84 plus topper. Sorry, 84, 87. They only dropped an 87 plus. The 84 Warren Moon, the 84 Cam Chancellor were like 500K.
Yeah,
then this weekend they drop not only the 88 plus in the topper, but the 85 plus in the topper. And that way, the 85 plus Shannon Sharp and Bruce Smith were really, really affordable, and it made the entire set, really affordable. So
they have to see that, right? They have to see that.
Yeah, I hope they see that like every Saturday. Just literally make the topper the 85 plus or whatever the hero is plus, and then the champion plus overall, the highest overall, and that will keep the sets at a reasonable price where they're still expensive in the beginning. Like I bought Shannon Sharp for 540 the first day, and then of course I knew he was going to go down, but like that's still a decent price day one, but then it comes down to a much more affordable price in the days after that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I really hope they stick with that and don't just go for the overall, the highest and no hero.
Right.
At least for legends.
Yeah. And the it's not even just the toppers on the $100 bundle. Like we said, that other the training bundle was training packs were really, really good. The $20 bundle that for that first AKA week was really good. This past week there was the $50 pack for Legends. They did a $50 one. It wasn't as good.
Fine.
But it was still what 4 or 5 85 pluses. I did it and got an 87 out of it. I got you know what I mean? Like it's not even that. I feel like maybe we've turned a corner where instead of dropping $100 and $150 bundles, they go, wait a minute, that's a big deal. You can convince people to do a whole lot for $20. Right? You can get me to spend $20 to have a little bit of fun. I'm like, I don't feel as bad about it, but spending $100, that hurts me in my soul, right? Every time I try, I'm like, look at it, I'm like, I don't want to do this. That's a lot of money, right? But for $20, I'm like, I'd spend that at Starbucks earlier today. You know what I mean? Like
that's when you see the markets, like the market go the most crazy is they offer that like $25 platinum offer, that $20 like Fire Fantasy offer, because you get a lot. Yeah, like I said, like especially like the kids, like they could ask mom and dad for $20. They can't ask mom and dad for $100. $20 though, they can do that.
Right.
And that's where you see the market really be like flooded with content.
And I feel like there's more value there for people. Like I don't mind doing it. Like to me, I'm like, okay, I can spend that and have fun with something. You know what I mean? To try something out.
If you feel like you got value out of something, I'm okay with it. It's when you start spending that money and you're getting nothing back, and you're like, what? Like why?
Yeah,
I mean,
and those offers too, like they're
$120
guaranteed. That's what makes them like they have decent values. Like you're guaranteed 385 pluses for $20, and usually you're gonna pull an 87 or 88. In one of those slots.
Right.
So
yeah, not too bad. Like I said, hated that guy last year. This year, I kind of like him.
So far. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
We'll reconvene on that topic when Blitz program.
Do you guys think? I remember someone asked. Do you guys think we get that? Because I mean, with Campus Hero only being a 1 week promo, do you think we get discounted like training offers tomorrow, like the 24-hour? Or maybe like they're waiting a week for that.
So for each new program we've had come out, we've had a really good like launch offer. I bet there's a really good $20 to $50 offer. I think Team of the Week bundles are always $50. I think there could be a really good like $20 or training offer in the store tomorrow. That's what I'm kind of betting on. So I'm watching for these guys to possibly be super cheap when the market flooded tomorrow afternoon.
You're saying, Joe, you're thinking like the Campus
Hero, like
Campus Hero
the headliner training offer. Like,
do you think it's going to cut in half or whatever? Like, we didn't cut it in half.
Maybe. Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah,
79 plus, because that could like drop the market on a few cards.
Right.
Yeah, you could see 85s go down, but then also the training would technically be more valued. So would 85s go down? It'd be interesting.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see.
I kind of like these. We really are getting like it really is actually like consistent. Like it seems like every Monday we get something new.
Right.
In the training offer store, and then it's like Thursday, but we've also getting stuff Wednesday. It's been refreshing, like having these training offers like be supplied, like 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah. Let me see. What is the offer right now? It's $260 for the Campus Heroes. Yeah, I could see that being $130 for the next until Friday, maybe.
And then that would also mean that
24 hours
completely going away.
Right.
And you'd probably see the mystery pack change where they take out the Campus Hero packs, put in the Ultimate Kickoff packs for Thursday as well, because they did last week. Taking out the headliners, putting in Campus Heroes.
Right. I would love to see Team of the Week go in there tomorrow too. That is a weekly program, just like Legends. That would be solid. Can you imagine loading up on a bunch of Team of the Week packs?
Yeah.
Ready to go.
That'd be so. Okay. God, this year's so much different. Like the market.
I hope they keep the mystery pack. I hope they keep it.
I hope so too. I hope it stays in all year. This year feels so much different than last year. And that
It
being
does.
said, the markets feel so much slower this year. And I don't think it's because of the mixed markets, unless you're unfortunate and you're still on old gen or on
Yeah,
PC, you
you're
guys are
right.
screwed.
Yeah,
But as long as you're playing on current gen, the game still feels slower on the market side. But I think it's just people aren't opening up packs this year outside of
And
those
also
special
companion
offers.
app. There's no companion app either.
Yes,
So
yeah, it's a
I
big
think
deal,
that's a
right?
big deal.
Nobody's selling from their couch while they're watching
Constantly,
TV or at work. So I'm sitting here like a degenerate at 5 o'clock trying to snipe stuff, and the West Coast is still all at work, and I have no shot of buying anything they're posting.
Yeah.
So it seems like a small, minute thing, right? That wouldn't have as big of an impact, but is actually, I think, a huge impact on
Totally.
the game as a whole, on the market anyway, for everybody.
Yeah.
Totally. Like I definitely lost out on coins because I just haven't been able to get on my console to sell stuff
Right.
that I would have liked to, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Or even like if you're overpricing stuff, you know what I mean? But if it doesn't sell, you can remember to log in once an hour or once every couple hours and repost the stuff, and that gives you more chances to overprice it.
Totally.
That'll be nice. Does anybody have any other topics to cover regarding coin stuff?
We'll keep it a little
I
bit
think we
short.
covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have
We'll
any
do
couple
it.
questions. If you have a
Okay.
couple questions, we'll answer, and then we'll cut this one a little bit short because I don't want to miss. I know people want to watch the.
Yeah.
MCS.
Yeah, I am going to stay on for a little while longer. We do also have a draft
go
at
for it.
7:30 for people. I have to set up another one, so I might
good.
stay on for a little bit.
Also, if you have Prime Gaming, your Prime Gaming headliners chat, if you're interested, I don't know if anyone cares. It's an 83 overall headliner player. I know it's a little bit delayed, but hey,
David and
better than
Joe
nothing.
Von Bell.
Oh yeah, that was not that. I did see that. That was not that great.
No, if anyone wants it, then yeah.
Yeah. I do have one more topic though that I want your guys' opinion on real quick. Thursday. Football is Thursday. Chiefs, Lions. I have heard a whole lot of people calling for an upset this week. Right. And I'll give you know that I would love nothing more than see a week 1 Chiefs loss. But for Lions fans out there, or anybody else calling for this upset, the Lions are still the Lions until they are not on Sundays or, whenever they're on the field. Okay. I understand that the Lions are getting better. They're not always hot garbage no more. Right. I'm pulling for the Lions. I want them to do well, but until they do, they're still the Lions. Right. So I think I'm still taking Chiefs, and it's not necessarily close.
I'll go first because I know Joe has his opinion, but I think the Chris Jones not playing or not getting a contract is going to be huge for that secondary. I know he doesn't play secondary, I know, but I think he make up for a lot of their mistakes in in the interior there, and then without him, I don't know. I feel like they have a very young secondary, don't they, Joe?
Yeah, very young.
Yeah.
Good, but young.
Right.
But young, right? And I feel like he made up for a lot of it last year.
Fully healthy. He's has a knee issue he hasn't practiced at training camp all year. I think he's just started practicing this week. So
I still believe that the Chiefs will win, but I think it'll be closer than people are making it out to be. I think the Chiefs don't cover the 6.5 spread. I think it's gonna be closer than that. I think the Chiefs win though.
6.5 for the spread. That's it, huh? Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Well, Kelsey hyperextended his knee today.
Right,
He's
so
questionable
he's out.
now for Thursday. I think people are just completely forgetting the fact that Andy Reid in Week 1 games is. I don't think we've lost a Week 1 game since he's became the Chiefs head coach. So I think the biggest advantage is quite literally Andy Reid versus Dan Campbell.
That's fair.
I mean, as a
Chiefs back in the NFL, so.
It's definitely if Kels doesn't play, of course Chris Jones probably not going to play. It will definitely probably be a lot closer. It's only a 6.5 spread, especially at home. That means the teams are fairly closer. I usually have 2.5 points for playing at home. I honestly, as a Chiefs fan, this is weird. I don't really care. I'm just excited to watch football, man.
Right.
I know we'll be there in January.
Yeah.
I know for most fans, it's you want to win your season opener. There's a lot of pressure on. It's we're getting our Super Bowl ring ceremony or whatever. I'm just excited for football being back.
Yeah.
We lose. I know we'll have our 12, 13 wins. We'll be playing for a Lombardi in January and February. So,
right.
But yeah, I feel like there's almost, I don't want to say there's no pressure on the Chiefs, but it's the Lions. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on the Lions this year to be good. Let's be honest. They're close to when they're everyone's they're going to win the North. They're going to win the North. Feels past year or two. not a year or two, but this year and last year was a lot of hype, and they kind of fell flat. They didn't make the playoffs last year, so
Right.
there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on Dan Campbell to have the Lions make the playoffs, and I feel like the Chiefs, we're the Chiefs, we'll be fine. Like if we lose this game, it's not the end of our season. So
yeah,
we'll see. I'm just excited. I'm excited to watch Pat play some new weapons. Hopefully Justin Ross gets some action. Rasheed Rice, sorry. So yeah, I'm just excited to watch football again on Thursday and Sunday, man. I'm really excited.
I know.
Right.
It's just gonna be so
Football's
nice,
back, man.
God.
It's the best.
Sunday I'm not leaving. I'm literally locking in
no.
my house all day. No one can bother me.
I got a wedding to go to on Friday, and then that's it. Lock me in my house the rest of the weekend. I'm not moving.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, gentlemen, appreciate the heck out of you guys. Lots of super good info today. Hopefully everybody walk away with a little bit of something, new little nugget of knowledge.
Yeah, there was some good talk.
Yeah. There's some stuff we're definitely keeping
Definitely
an eye
have more
on
this week. Definitely some more. Last week was like, hey, we're welcome back. Let's get back in the Madden.
Now it's getting into it. I like it.
I think
I like it.
Yeah,
hopefully we follow up next stream and we are loaded with coins.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, we'll have trends next week, so we'll know what happened and we can go off of that. I can't wait.
Yep.
I'm tired of guessing.
Awesome.
Just give me data and let me go nuts.
Max.
Yeah.
You're such nerds. I love it.
Right. All right, gentlemen. We appreciate you guys, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit.
All right,
have a good one.
All right. See you guys.